Hi, I'm Lori Flaquer of Soltar Solutions, and I am here today to talk about the media and how we can use the power of the media to position ourselves for the next step in our business and also to help our business grow. So what we're going to talk about today is the I have to read this, the 7 simple ways, surefire ways to maximize the media. And I'm going to be looking down at my notes because I have a lot of information here. So I hope that you have a pen and paper ready because I'm going to start delivering it pretty quickly. I have a background in the media at CNBC, NBC, and Bloomberg LP, and I was in production for many years, and now I produce my own TV show, Focus Forward, and clients' TV shows as well. And now I've moved into Google Hangouts on Air, which I'm very excited about, and helping people understand how they can use the power of Google, YouTube, and the Google Hangout to move their business forward and also to increase their own personal platform. It's a very exciting time. It has never been this exciting. I think that giving people the opportunity to broadcast their own shows, to produce their own shows, to get their message out there, build their own platforms. It has never been as exciting as it is right now. You have all the tools at your fingertips, and the only thing that you really need to do is to learn to use them. This is what I'm going to be talking about today. So before I get carried away and go on a tangent, I'm going to go to my notes and I'm going to tell you what it is that I think is really important, what those 7 surefire ways are. First of all, learn the technology you're using. You have to make sure that you have experience with it before you go out there and you start using it. So really do your test, have training if you need it, but just make sure that you understand how that technology works. And the other thing is, when you're going to have guests on, sometimes you're going to have to train them on how the technology works, especially as you keep moving through newer and newer technology. People don't know how it works. So a good thing for you is to learn not only how you use it, but how they can use it. So when they're going to be on your show, it's seamless and very smooth. Another thing is, I always like to ask myself the 5 whys and the 5 W's and the 1 H, which are who, what, where, when, why, and how. So let me break those down for you. This is market research people usually use this, the 5 W's. So first of all, think who they are. Who is your target audience? What people are you trying to reach? It's very important that you understand them. Their psychographics, which are the things that they think, and their demographics. If you have those things down, it's going to be much easier to speak their language and to reach them. And what concerns do they have? That's number 2. Figure out what's keeping them awake at night, what's bothering them, and what's in their mind. What problems do they need to have solved? And another question, where are they? Hosting a show at 3 o'clock in the afternoon for people who work, you probably will have a very small audience. However, if you move that show maybe to 6:15, people are cooking dinner, they're getting ready to do something, and they can pay attention to their show as they're starting their evening. It might be a much better way to do it. Or maybe it's a Saturday morning show. Maybe your audience is chilling on Saturday and could take in the information. So understanding where they are at any given time will allow you to deliver the show to them where they are, and you know, what is, so I included both of those, like where and when, and then why. Why should they listen to you? Tell us about why you are either an expert, knowledgeable, you may have some type of a different take on it, a different opinion. Maybe it's an experience that has allowed you to be able to deliver information that's valuable and useful to them. So really think about why you. And then you're going to have to kind of deliver that in such a way that people are going to go, wow, that person has information that I want and need. So I'm going to tune in and listen. And then how much? How much information do you deliver? Can your audience take information in very quickly? Do they already have a body of knowledge that allows them to absorb your information and utilize it quickly? Or are you starting kind of from ground zero with your audience and training them and teaching them to utilize the information? Two different delivery methods. You have to be very careful there. Or are they in the middle? Maybe you're attracting some people who have already a body of knowledge that they're dealing with and that they can springboard from, or maybe you're pulling people up and giving them bite-sized information. It's really important not to talk too high nor too low. You're trying to come just right around the average of your audience, maybe just a little bit higher than they are, so they are going to benefit from it. So use the 5 W's and the 1 H. So that's number 2. So number 2 is kind of long. And then number 3, know your topic. It's really important that you know your topic backwards and forwards so you can speak extemporaneously, first of all. Another thing is you have a body of knowledge that if somebody does, like for instance, a Google Hangout on air, you may be taking comments, somebody asks you something, you can come off as knowledgeable because you do have that information. And also, if you're knowledgeable about a topic, you will be able to jump up from the base of knowledge that pretty much most of your audience has, and you can move up from there and deliver them some new ideas, some cutting edge information, maybe even a different opinion. Maybe you're gonna deliver a different, maybe unpopular opinion of what's going on, or maybe you're gonna deliver something controversial. So you plan that out beforehand so you know how you want to, not only your topic, but how you want to present that topic. That's another thing that's very important. You need to practice, but not memorize. So you kind of practice the way that you're going to deliver your information, the information you're going to deliver. You can practice different scenarios of how you want to go about delivering that information. But if you try to memorize, it's not going to work, because when you memorize, if you miss one part of it, the rest of it is going to fall away. You're not going to be able to get back to it. Like this, speaking extemporaneously, you don't need to memorize. You already have the knowledge and you're flowing with the knowledge. If you go off here, you go off there a little bit, or maybe you go under or over as you would with a flow, then you don't have to worry about being off course. You'll always be able to write yourself and continue on. So don't memorize. Another thing is be real. You know, you're delivering information that you've gathered. It's a good idea to let people know who you are and kind of get your personality throughout it. Your broadcast and all your broadcasts. So be real in your broadcasts. Very important. Make it fun. Nobody wants to be bored. They don't want to watch, you know, a talking head. So what you want to do is you want to be spontaneous and creative and dynamic and fun, and kind of maybe even keep them a little bit on the edge of their seat. Like, is something going to happen that we're not expecting? Are we going to get a surprise here? Is there some shocking information we're going to deliver? Just keep them with you, engage them. And also, when I interview, what I try to do is I try to ask the question that the audience would be asking if they were interviewing. So a lot of times people say, oh, well, send me the list of questions. No. We're not doing it like that, because then you memorize your answers. Doesn't matter what I'm asking. You have this memorization going, and that doesn't make for a fun show. So I don't provide people with the questions I'm going to ask. And you might want to follow that also, and just kind of ask them what comes to mind, because often what comes to mind for me is what comes to mind for the audience as well. And that way the show kind of has a conversational feel to it, because it is a conversation and it doesn't look too rehearsed or dry. So make it fun. and then end with a call to action. Let the audience know exactly what you would like them to do. For instance, my call to action is go to my website, check out the programs that I'm offering, go to my YouTube channel. If you're seeing this on Google or you're seeing this somewhere else, go to my YouTube channel, subscribe, and also, you know, if you like the content, share it with your friends and like and comment, you know, so those things, I'm telling people exactly what to do. That's very important. A lot of times you watch these videos and you're, you know, all hyped up and you're like raring to go. Okay, this was great information and I'm going to use this information and this and that. And the video ends. And I'm like, okay, what are we missing here? We need a call to action. We need to tell our audience exactly what we want them to do. And that way, most people, a lot of people will go and do it. So I look forward to talking to you again. I hope to hear from you. Please go to my YouTube channel and subscribe. And also, you know, comment. I want to hear your thoughts on this. What do you think about it? What things have I not covered here? What ideas, if you have a show or you're interested in having a show, what are the questions that you might have for me? Post those questions and let me know what you're thinking. I'm really interested in hearing what you have to say. Thanks so much, Lori Flecker of Soltar Solutions. Have a great day, and I hope you're able to use this information. Listen, hop on board, get on board now, because this is big. This is huge, and it's a great way to drive your company forward, build a platform, and really reach your dream through the power of the media. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Take care. Bye-bye now.